So hello, welcome to the stream. So today we're going to be playing a little bit Kaiserreich. I know, big surprise. So what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be playing as the United States. Or specifically, we're going to be playing as the Pacific States of America. And we're going to join up with the co-prosperity sphere. Because I think what a lot of people might not actually know is that the PSA can join up with Japan. It's possible. I don't think AI ever does it. But it is something that you can do. But there is a couple things that we need to get started first, which is the reason we're starting on this screen and not just straight into the game, which I usually do. We need to customize some game rules, just so I can kind of show you, if you want to do this too, what you need to get done. So we need to scroll all the way down. I think it's country paths, North America. One of them that we need to worry about is wherever the hell Hawaii is. Hawaii even listed in here? If Hawaii is not listed, we might need to. There's Puerto Rico. That's not Hawaii. Oh, outcome of the general strike. You know what? Successful revolution? That seems okay. Just as long as the Hawaii does not join up with the co-prosperity sphere, that's all that needs to happen. If they join the Japan, the Ottomans can also join the co-prosperity sphere. I did see that. I think I saw it on the subreddit. I don't know how the Ottomans actually join up the co-prosperity sphere, but I mean, if it happens, it happens, and I would welcome it. And then, anyways, we need to go over to Asia. We need to go to Japan. We just need to make sure that Japan stays a democracy. So Japan needs to be a democracy, and Hawaii cannot be in the co-prosperity sphere. Those are the two factors that need to be in place for the Pacific States to join up with the Japanese. So we will keep those there. We will then load into the game. We're not going to be reading any of the events for the United States, at least not the early events, because I have this is I don't know how many times we played as the United States as the various factions throughout Kaiserreich, but we've gone through this whole song and dance before, so I don't think it's really that important. We're just going to go straight into the Civil War. I'm not too sure who we're going to necessarily elect as president. We just need to make sure that MacArthur coups the government. So aside from that, I don't think it really matters too much one way or the other. Yeah, we'll get these 5 divisions. You just go hang on to Washington. It really doesn't matter right now. Okay, we'll get the Gardner-Wagner bill. We'll get our research slots, because these actually do matter. Because when we play as specific states, we are going to get these technologies as well. So we'll just get our basic 4 techs up. I have not played as defending government yet. It's definitely one of the countries that we're going to be playing. You know what, we're also going to do just build military factories in California. I think California needs more industry, and same with Oregon and Washington. Elect Olson, invite Long to negotiations. Does that cause the 4-way civil war though? I don't think it does. Isn't that just CSA versus Isn't that just CSA versus the federal government? Because we need the Pacific States to rise up. I think we can elect anybody, but as long as we don't do anything, MacArthur will eventually coup. I think being inactive plays Qing again with the Manchu Party path. What path do we do in our Qing campaign? I don't actually quite remember. But we will go up to speed 5 here. Generals and stuff don't really matter, I think, one way or the other. Okay, Kerensky's been shot. I don't think anybody's surprised by that information. If you invite Long to negotiations, Mac coups you. Oh, does he? Okay. I mean, we'll save before the election, just in case. Because obviously I don't want to be in a situation where I need to restart from January 1st. But if we can, you know, restarting from November is not so bad. And I can imagine the weebs you being creative by siding with Japan. I'm just curious to kind of see how the Japanese path for the Pacific States actually plays out. Because no matter what, again, it doesn't really matter. Coalition ticket, sure. I don't think any of these events really matter if we get this 4-way civil war. It really depends on whether or not we make the CSA or the American First Party stronger. I don't think there's anything we can do to make the PSA stronger to begin with. Okay, compromises, criminal spree, Austria withdrawn from Italy. Yeah, nothing that I think anybody should really be surprised with. Because no matter what, Japan is going to attack. They attack China. They're going to attack the Dutch East Indies. They're going to attack German possessions. No matter what situation happens. As far as I know, it doesn't matter what path they take. They will always be able to be aggressive in their foreign policy. Let me just put it that way. Okay, so I think the plan failed, if I am not mistaken. Yeah, the bills failed. Let's demand some war payments from the Canadians. Let's get some dockyards, I guess. Why not, yeah, some convoys. That seems decent enough. But yeah, basically, no matter what, Japan is going to be aggressive towards the Dutch East Indies, to Germany, and potentially also towards Australia as well. Which can put the United States in a weird position where they end up at war with the Reichspakt, the Entente, and because we set the, that it doesn't really matter. And because we set the Hawaii to go, socialist, we'll also end up being at war with the Internationale as well. So we can be potentially be at war with every single faction. You know about the USA San Jacinto plan? If you choose that, you move the capital to Denver, leaving everything in the east. Yeah, I know there's different paths that MacArthur can take as well, depending on if he wants to. There's the east plan, the west plan, and then there's just doing nothing, which is what used to be like the normal. I'm not too sure if the AI can take over. I don't know if they can do the east, the east plan. No, the west plan. I don't know if they can do the west plan if the player chooses the PSA. I'm assuming there's going to be some sort of check in there to see if the PSA is a human player. MacArthur will not do the plan that annexes the PSA and abandons the east, but I might be wrong on that. And if so, we'll deal with that as the time comes. Thing is, do I need to get any more? We've got a lot of, I was gonna say a lot of infantry equipment. It's 866. It's not that much. Got a lot of manpower. Stability's low. Political power's low. Doesn't really matter one way or the other. You know what? We'll tariff the Canadians, because that means Canada is more likely to take over New England. Hey, Detroit's won the Stanley Cup. Good for them. I think if you get the Canadians pissed off with the debt repayment, they're more likely to take New England and Alaska. I might be wrong on that, but I don't think I am. Okay, what else can we get? It's already April. We can only research things that are going to be finished before the Civil War starts. Because any technology we're researching before the Civil War actually begins, we will not actually get access to. And we're already in the 4th of May. Panama's back down, giving that 10 political power. Really going to fix our situation for sure. The fortify West Mississippi River, build civilians in the Rocky Mountains where Mac coups the government. Right now we are building a lot of industry. We actually have no civilian factories. Really? 95%. That's incredibly... We have, yeah, industrialization, Great Depression. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, let's go for War Plan White. Just what do you? You're a little bit more stability. Social liberalism goes down a little bit. Try to make MacArthur as a plan. I'm sure it's not gonna have any major repercussions for the future of the United States. Big Bill Haywoods has passed away, giving syndicalism a little bit of a boost. But again, it doesn't matter so much. Like, I'm not really worried about the war. I've also not played the Prince Federation before. Well, probably, again, also, there's a lot of countries that we have not played in Kaiserreich, but there's also a lot of countries we have played. Okay, we got Heat Wave. We probably want to play the Prince Federation some point before the Indian rework, just so we can say that we've at least played them before. You can also play Hoover and avoid the next Civil War in Kaiser Redux. I know in Kaiser Redux they still have the option to avoid the Civil War. Makes them very, very powerful. It looks like Finland has fallen to some sort of coup. Yeah, they're national populace now. Typically will mean that I think they're less likely to join the Reichspakt. Red Summer. Poland's actually fallen to syndicalism now. Unify some continent on the Prince. Yeah, from the Federation of the Empire. I know. As the meaning of India, or not the meaning of India, as the Prince Federation, you get a little bit more options. I know you can join. You can join the Reichspakt, and you can join Japan as well. I think a German aligned India, I think, could be very interesting. Mostly because it allows us to attack the Russians from Central Asia if we kill Afghanistan. Anything else really happening in the world right now? Again, Poland is syndicalist, so will probably end up joining the International at some point. But since Germany, the fact that Germany hasn't already invaded Poland means to me that they're probably not going to get attacked before the Second Weltkrieg actually begins. Okay, let's go for reinforcement rate. Again, we want to get a bunch of really, really cheap techs, just so that we can have them when we become the... Oh, no, there we go. Germany's declared war in Poland. So don't listen to anything I say, because apparently it's nonsense. Not based in any reality. The Poland has absolutely no chance of surviving this war, because they had to somehow fight Germany, Lithuania, I mean, all the Reichspakt, basically. Okay, now we're going to do MacArthur's plan. It's already August. We have, I think, 150 days roughly. Disaster, death, and peace. I can definitely check that out at some point. 146 days will be good. Go for improved machine tools. I have been meaning to play more Hearts of Iron 4 mods. You know, I want to play another Millennium Dawn campaign. I have to record more of the New Order campaign as well for YouTube. Okay, more wars. Again, nothing really too surprising. The normal wars that you would expect to see in 1936. There you go. Poland is now dead. Is there content if you win this war as the Japanese Pacific States? Well, I guess we're basically about to find out, because I have no idea. Because I've never done it, and I know that basically the AI never takes it. I think that the Japanese or the Pacific States almost always aligns with the Entente. September now. Get any cheap techs. We could go for excavation. Could go for construction as well. You know, yeah, let's go construction. 167 days. October, November, December, January, February. I think more. We have like 6 months. Which I think that, yeah, that's less than 6 months. Belgium declared independence. That's New York City is of vital importance. Do we have any more things we can do here? The War Department or U.S. Navy? Let's do the U.S. Navy because the AI is never going to be able to utilize their Navy in any meaningful way. There we go. We got a little Poland. Hey, look, Rexy, we have positive political power again. And Belgium has joined up with the Reichspakt. Declared independence just so they can once again join this German sphere. And I don't even think any territory of that either. A little bit of shame for them. Okay, what else is going on in the world? Left KMT and the Shadow Clique are at war with each other. You should end up winning this war. Might be wrong. I think Sarah Asia is also one of those countries that we should end up playing sooner rather than later. I've got to find... Yeah, approve the motion, sure. Left KMT campaign when? I did try playing as them on, I think when the China update first came out. That would have been like 2.5 years ago. And we lost horribly. So I'll definitely be trying it again at some point. Apparently we can't do any of these things, so the Civil War's not happened. Oh, the election. Okay. Let's save the game. And just in case, we'll go with National Unity. We are now Social Democratic. They really did give Olsen the fuck me eyes, huh? Okay, so everyone in the country is a little mad. The American First Party and the SPA, both not very happy. We will get inaugurated, I think, in January, like January 20th or something like that. Yeah, the old order. He actually died because of cancer. I know there's a few people who, at this point in time, there's not enough time, I think, to really research anything. We can maybe get Excavation 1, but I think it's unlikely. And maybe Concentrated Industry. 124 days, 130 days. Maybe we can get that finished before the Civil War. Yeah, you cannot prevent the Civil War as any country, or as any president, in the base game. Only in Kaiserreich actually able to avoid it, but I think it's the place Hoover. That's the U.S. Army. We can't do... We actually have no decisions at all. Okay. We have to wait until the president has been inaugurated. No, the Spanish Civil War I think you can actually still avoid. You can avert the Civil War in Spain. I've seen the AI do it a few times. Play as South Africa but loyal to the Entente. I was thinking about doing South Africa. There's a there's normal South Africa, which you can see here, right? This is basic default South Africa, loyal to the Entente. But there's also I think the South African Federation. If South Africa revolts and then the Entente win the war against them, then there's a different South African tag. They're actually the different focus tree. And I've been thinking of trying to play as them at some point as well. So not the Union of South Africa, but the South African Federation. I think that's what it's called. I think that could be interesting to try out. Like, I have a feeling by the time my My YouTube/Twitch career is done. Yeah, they also have that cool green flag, which not many countries have a solid green flag like that. Or like a green background, I guess you could say. Steel storage, I think we can actually get that done before the war. But I'm feeling by the time my YouTube/Twitch career is finished, I will have probably played every single Kaiserreich country at least once. I would not be surprised. Yeah, there's been a coup d'etat in Algiers. We got social liberals in charge of the Ottoman Empire now. Do we need any of this stuff? Yeah, sure. Just get one of them. I'm sure that's fine. Okay, we've been inaugurated. Attention to steel belts. So we need to negotiate with Long. I think somebody said we need to negotiate with Long. Okay, a little bit more support for social democracy. Please accept the invitation. We'll see if Long accepts the invitation as well. Yes, allow Long to participate. Probably working, because I think if we're trying to work with both of them. Yeah. Now I'm thinking I remember that. Yeah, we only need a few more days. Just a few more days. And then MacArthur coups the government. Right. There we go. Military junta. Beautiful. Yeah, I like the kind of, I guess, the storytelling where it's like if you had just like 1 or 2 more weeks, you probably could have avoided the Civil War. But MacArthur is like, nah. This shit's taking too long. Okay, let's stand by the Republic. Got the CSA in the north. Stand by the Republic, American Union State in the south. And yeah, now we're going to play as specific states. Who should be popping up? Stand by the Republic. Pacific states, welcome. So I don't know. I think there's a handful of texts we didn't quite get. Yeah, we didn't get these ones, unfortunately. Well, researching them now. We get the artillery? We did get artillery. Don't have any of you quite yet, but I think that's fine. We'll go for excavation 1. Sucks that we kind of had to restart on those timers, but you know, it is what it is. We got 12 divisions to start off with. Put our units on the front lines here. Got a 3222. You're not bad. Underneath the field marshal, who do we got? We got George Marshall, 3232. Or better defense. I mean, it's twice as good at defense, but a little bit worse at attack. Landing speed, max planning. He's also a lot better at... You know what? Let's go with John L. DeWitt. Assuming that none of you... Planning speed. Yeah, let's go with John L. DeWitt. We do have 1 military factory, which we're going to use to make some basic weapons. We'll just start pumping out convoys right now. We do have 100, but... Could be a little bit better. And still war needs to be over for this to happen. U.S. Navy's garbage. U.S. Air Force basically is not even worth anything. So let's go with the Western Defense Command. And we can't do this quite yet. Again, I'm just going to do a quick little save right here as well. Standoff in America. Can I not recruit volunteers?